All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's board meeting. We're going to go ahead and call to order the meeting, and we're going to begin with the Pledge of Allegiance. Secretary, we lead us in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much. Can you call the roll, please?
Dan Chubb,
Here.
Brian Davis,
Here.
Jen Goldhon, here. Ruth Griffey,
Here.
Mary Kemper, Chad Mallory,
Here.
Matt Nelson,
Here.
Neil Tate,
Here.
Solicitor here, Lee Dalton, Shanna Myers here, Justin Peer,
Here.
Dr. Brad Sterner.
All right. Next, we have public comment. Again, a reminder for public comment, it's a 5-minute time limit that we put out. It doesn't look like. And if you have questions, you would email them to the board that we can answer them. It's more of a chance for people to voice their opinion on a comment or something like that, not a back and forth. So it doesn't look like there's public comment tonight, so no public comment. Oh, here, sorry, I skipped over hearing and schedule of delegation of individuals. And board recognition of Dr. Sterner. Sorry about that.
I would like to recognize you.
Oh, so whatever. Yep, sorry.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Yep.
Good evening, everybody. January is a very important month when it comes to the school board. And the reason why that is an important month is because that is the month where we take time to recognize and show our appreciation for those that serve on our school board and are our directors of our board. This is a tough position to be in. Your goal is always to do what is best for our students here at Bermudian Springs, but we also know that this is a position that you get paid a ton of money for.
No, it's not true.
I thought there'd be some more laughs in that. No, this is a voluntary position. But I do want to just take some time here with all seriousness to recognize the individuals sitting here. And, unfortunately, Mary wasn't able to join us this evening, but she is definitely part of this. In front of our board members, there's a couple things that I want to point out. First of all, this beautiful arrangement that Dr. Myers and I cut down this afternoon for you. No, I'm just kidding. This is actually from our students, from our...
I
I didn't know that was you. That's so good. So you are good. You're good. So the floral design class actually did this. They put these arrangements together for you to show their appreciation for all that you do for the students. So thank you very much for putting these beautiful arrangements together.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
And in front of you also, you do have a message that I would like to read to the public, a message from me to the board of directors. It says, "Thank you for your dedication. As we celebrate School Board Recognition Month this January, I want to take a moment to extend my heartfelt gratitude and appreciation for each of you. Your dedication, commitment, unwavering support of our students, staff, and community make a profound difference in the lives of those we serve. The challenges and decisions faced by school board members are often complex, and the impact of your work resonates across every classroom, every program, and every initiative within our district. From setting policies that drive academic excellence to advocating for the resources needed to support our schools, you provide essential leadership that ensures the success of our district. During this month, we honor your selfless service and thank you for your time, your energy, and your expertise. The role you play in shaping the future of education in our community is invaluable, and we are truly grateful for your continued partnership. Please know that your hard work does not go unnoticed, and I look forward to continuing our collaboration as we strive together to provide the best possible education for our students. On behalf of the entire district, thank you for all you do. Happy School Board Appreciation or Recognition Month." So thank you very much for all you do. I would like to present to you, Dr. Myers and I, appreciation. This is your certificate from PSBA, which is the Pennsylvania State Board Association, in recognition that we'd like to present to you.
Yep, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it so much. Thank you for the arrangement.
I can't wait for the next one. Thank you. Maybe we can place this for flowers.
Even look at that, because we normally don't have as a placeholder. I skip right down.
Thank you for the.
Flowers. I was like. It's nice. It's really nice. Thank you, Brad.
Very nice.
I do have a question.
Yep. Yes.
All right. All right, moving on. I'll skip over public comment unless something changed in the last 5 minutes. Nope. Okay, good. Next is going to be our consent agenda. We're looking for a motion to accept the approval of the consent agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Next is item 9, financial reports. We have A, which is bills payable with number 1, general fund, and number 2, cafeteria fund.
Motion to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance are recorded in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Next is number 10, correspondence. This was covered in the consent agenda. Moving on to item 11, which is reports and related action. We'll begin with letter A, solicitor's report.
Nothing to report this month.
All right, thank you very much. Letter B, the superintendent report.
Thank you so much. I am just happy to report out that I am moving forward and feeling like I'm getting my feet underneath me here as your new superintendent. Part of my 90-day entry plan is making sure that I'm connecting the best that I can in a short amount of time with as many people as I can. So right now I have been meeting with our leadership team one-on-one just to get to know them a little bit better and understand their history here in the school district, as they're all unique. They have different pathways and journeys, and getting to know them a lot better. I've also been scheduling meetings with all of you one-on-one. I actually was able to kick that off today with Matt today, which is great. And we'll continue to do that as we're moving forward. I do know that, not to steal her thunder in her report, she's going to talk about an in-service day that is coming up here shortly. But one of the great things that we were able to do yesterday, which was fun, Dr. Myers and I were able to meet with our instructional coaches and do a podcast. And it was all about who we are and what we believe and sort of our philosophies and everything. It was actually a lot of fun. I was nervous about it. I wasn't sure how it was going to be, but you put the two of us in front of a mic, you're good to go. But we did have a great time. And that is being shared out with our faculty and staff for them to hear. It might be something that we continue to do. I think it's a great opportunity for our staff and community to know who we are and what we're doing and how we're trying to support everything that we do here at Bermudian Springs. And with that being said, we do have an in-service day coming up that Dr. Myers is going to talk to you about, but it'll be another opportunity for me to connect with all of our faculty in the district. I will actually be built into the day as far as a session where it's a meet and greet for everybody to come in to see me, and it's a great opportunity for me to get to know each other. I'm gradually getting to know folks. One thing that you may or may not know is Dr. Myers and I hand deliver birthday cards for our faculty and staff every day, well, when there's birthdays. So we will go to their classroom or we'll go to the cafeteria where they're working. It's been a great opportunity for me to get to know people. So that's something that we're doing, again, just to help me connect with as many people as I can. Plenty more things to do in the 90-day entry plan, but I am really excited and loving every minute of it.
Thank you. Great, appreciate it. Next, assistant superintendent report.
Yeah, so as Dr. Sterner shared on Monday, really praying for no snow. January Professional Development Day always gives me just, so we're right now, weather report is looking okay. So pending, I'm just gonna say, weather's gonna be great on Monday. And we have a great day planned. I have to give a shout out to our instructional specialists. In each of the buildings have just played a pivotal role in supporting me in organizing what this day is going to look like. It's not easy to kind of plan and prepare for 200 people and try to meet the needs of all of those individuals in one day. And so we have, this is one of the first times in a while that our teachers are our presenters, which is really exciting that we have a number of teachers who are sharing learning and we're able to highlight the great things that are happening in our classrooms and teach one another within the district. In addition to that, we do have a couple of other sessions going on. We are training our emergency response team in CPR, so we'll have some CPR training on Monday. We have some outside presenters coming in to provide some additional, and all of these, aside from CPR, the majority of the sessions were optional and each teacher was able to self-select the ones that met their needs. And so we have some outside presenters that we had at the beginning of this school year, had great feedback on the presenters that we had at the beginning of this year, who presented on just trauma-informed practices and helping our teachers understand that kids are all coming with different backgrounds and experiences and how that impacts the classroom. This time they are running 2 sessions, and this is free through PCCD, which is really great. And these 2 presenters are amazing. This time they are presenting on the teenage brain and, gosh, the other session I just lost it. Anxiety and depression in middle-aged students. So just some additional sessions to kind of help prepare our educators and really kind of meeting the needs of the students that we have in our classrooms. So every teacher was able to design their session. We also have an opportunity to have lunch together, and then kind of concurrent with lunch, it will be a meet and greet with Dr. Sterner, where people who have not had an opportunity to meet him one-on-one will have that chance at the middle school. So really excited to kick off Monday and feel like everyone is going to leave with hopefully a positive experience. So in addition to that, I've been working recently, the assistant superintendent group in Adams County so we kind of do a hybrid induction, and all of our new teachers are required to go through an induction program. We meet monthly anyway, but one of the things that we're really working on for next school year is that when you're working in a school district of our size, sometimes your position is the only position being hired within the district. So we might only have 1 first grade teacher. But across the county, there are a number of first grade teachers that we could potentially really be pulling together and providing them opportunities to just cross collaborate, have conversations about the unique needs of a new teacher. So we've really been working on creating a new induction program that allows for those opportunities to collaborate cross county. Because that induction, the requirements are the same, but then there are some unique needs to the district. So I'll share more information about that as we flesh out the details. But more recently, our new teachers just participated actually at Conewago Valley. The county's group came together, and the Emily Kress at New Oxford, what is her position title?
Technology coach.
Technology coach at New Oxford presented a technology session for all new teachers. And then one of the other requirements is coming up here in February, all of our new teachers will attend a session in Gettysburg where the former assistant superintendent, who's been trained in Bless you. Poverty is doing a session on just poverty and how poverty can impact students in the classroom and your ability to reach them academically. So another exciting opportunity for our new teachers. They've been they're all a great group, but this group has a really neat camaraderie, and it's been neat to watch them kind of evolve over the course of the year. In addition to those sessions outside of the district, during our PD days, they meet with our instructional coaches who really help them just think as a new teacher to support them in the best ways to approach planning, looking at data, and just instructional practices as a whole. So always looking for the best ways to support that group, because it can be difficult being the only person. And so kind of looking for those opportunities to utilize the resources within the county to provide them some additional supports.
All right, well, thank you.
No data report tonight.
And next letter is D, is the presentation of the high school yearbook.
Yes, I'm happy to say that we do have a student presentation tonight from our high school. And if Mr. Brooks would like to kind of set the stage for us, that'd be great.
Thank you, Dr. Stern. Good evening. I would like to introduce Shanna Calder Park, who will be doing a section on Monday. At the end service. It's a little fun, but I will be attending. She is an English teacher at the high school, also our yearbook advisor. She does a great job providing leadership for one of the student-led groups in the building. And I'll let her talk a little more about our two amazing yearbook.
Hello, I've been in the district since 2011 and I took over a yearbook in 2019, right before COVID hit. I was handed in and said, here, you're the new advisor. So since then, we've had a lot of changes. But I've had these two amazing ladies since your freshman year and since your sophomore year. So I have Molly and Leah with us here tonight, and they're going to give you guys a presentation with some exciting news. And like Molly's the designer of your flowers. So.
Beautiful.
Walked in the school with a random branch.
It's a tree.
We may or may not have taken a sneak peek of the next arrangement.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
like tomorrow.
It's beautiful.
That's what I'm saying. You can turn on the TV. Do you have a
If you
clicker?
just give me like a nod, I'm happy to, if you're okay with that, I'll just run it up here.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
that
that's
okay?
fine. That's
Okay.
fine. Okay. And then I'll run up line to show the screen. Yeah. Okay. It's like, if you guys want to be up there, you can move back here.
They're all
Back
facing
here.
us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
fine.
fine.
So there's your presentation, so.
Yes, I'm Leah. I've been in yearbook since my freshman year, so this is my 4th year. I'm a senior. The past 2 years, I have been an editor, so when students are ready to submit their pages to the yearbook, the editors go over them, make sure there's no errors, and then we let Miss CP know when we're ready to submit them.
And I'm Molly. I started yearbook in sophomore year and I'm an editor this year, but last year I did help with a little editing too, but we already had 3 people lined up, so I was just helped out with them. And that's it that I have.
So our yearbook is the only student-run school project that is sold to our community and students in the school. So it's a very serious task that we take a lot of care for and put a lot of dedication into.
Okay, our mission is to create a book that shares the memories of all the students and all the accomplishments and highlights of the year, so you can carry that on throughout your life, because I know some parents still whip out their yearbooks like when they're older to show their kids, so it's something we want to like show our kids in the future.
So an overview of the class, we consider a labor of love. Takes a lot of hard work, but we love the outcome at the end of the year when everybody's like, oh my gosh, like this, I'm in here, can you sign my yearbook? Like that is our entire year's worth of dedication that we put into that book. So in the class, every student has to take 200 usable pictures a marking period. Those must be like clear pictures. They can be taken at sporting events and classrooms, basically any pictures that we need. And we're required to put time in class and outside of class. There's also a yearbook club that we put time into as well. And we have 6 very strict deadlines. We do not meet those deadlines. The yearbook does not get published in time and students won't get them till summer. And nobody wants that because then nobody can sign their yearbooks.
Okay, so our process is we start the year off with the brainstorming plan. Sometimes we start that off at the end of the year. So this year, the people who are moving up next year work on the yearbook. They're already starting the process. Like I know
they're starting to design like their ideas, like what they want for next year. Throughout the year, we design and edit and we send them out to the publishers, like our deadlines. We'll send them out once we finish them. All year long though, we market and sell. So you'll see flyers around the halls, like buy your yearbook now, prices may drop, and we just try to get people to buy them as early as they can. And then at the end of the year, we hope that the book is finished and we distribute them out to the school. So we learn a variety of different things through this class. I myself have used this as a really good example for college as well. It just, you learn so many different skills like teamwork, lots of time management. You get to be involved in lots of school spirit and just very good marketing abilities as well. We have a lot of teamwork and collaboration. Yearbook production involves a team of students working together, and that's with the deadlines. Students are together on pages and are put together to work together on the pages to know, hey, I'm going to take the photos, and you can work on putting the photos into the page, or like putting names into the page or captions or whatever is needed for that page. We kind of coordinate like how we want to do it and fix it, and you work with like the rest of your group who is on that page to decide how you want that page to look. So there's lots of creative expression. Designing yearbook allows us to express ourselves in a variety of ways, and it just helps us really express our creativity into a yearbook where everyone will get to see it. And this past September, we attended a workshop at New Oxford with a bunch of other high schools that we got to talk to them about what themes they're doing, what they're talking about. We picked this yearbook up, and that New Oxford book that inspired us for our yearbook this year. So you just get to meet a lot of new people and learn lots of different ideas and how other schools do their yearbooks. Time management is a really big thing that we have. Deadlines, as it says. So the book is like published in like sections, and if the sections aren't in on time, then the book will not be published and be able to be printed by the end of the year. I mean, we'll get it later into the summer, which is harder to distribute to the students when you're not in school. We develop these management skills by the deadline that we have. It's like on like a calendar kinda. Oh, I wish we had an example.
I have a giant calendar in my room that has all the dates on it, says what pages are due when.
Deadlines in big words, and need to be met. Like we are hammering that on the students to meet their deadlines. So we also learned lots of technical skills. We were able to have, just this year, we had Lear Photography, Johanna Rose Photography, and Evan Cashman Photography all come in and talk to the class. I think this is a really good opportunity, especially for the freshmen that are upcoming. They get to see what this can really turn into if you stick with it, and they see these people that have made a business and like just to have that inspiration. For us, it really just helps us finish out our high school strong, get good pictures, as you can see on there, there's all kinds of stuff they taught us of just how to take better pictures and how to submit a better yearbook. Next we have our journalistic skills, interview techniques, research, communication, proper grammar and spelling, which is a big thing in the yearbook because there's lots of words you don't want to go in and see your name misspelled. Headline writing is a big thing because it's what gets your attention to the page and draws it to the pictures and the other captions. And all those can be applied in like other jobs or other things you do in life, like clubs or anything. And then we have a documentation of memories. So being part of creating the yearbook allows us to document the memories, especially the good ones that we want people to remember from their high school time. It just gives them something to look back to and remember their high school as. Okay, marketing is one of the things I previously talked about. That is a big thing. So in the early 2000s year, we sold average of 150 books. Now we're selling over 300 books, and that's still counted because that's what we have. Like now we have 300.
This morning's 307.
Yeah, so it goes up every day. So we do Christmas marketing projects, and we learn to market techniques, propaganda, create a brand, Days of the week we advertise and we go out around the school, we put them in, we put advertisements in bathroom stalls. We put them on the boards around the school, like we put them everywhere to get to your book to be bought. Because there's also prizes we can win through our creator if we do meet goals before other schools do. So there are numerous leadership opportunities. After you complete your first year of yearbook, you can take it again and become editors like we are, and then you can help the new upcoming students and just get them to really love your book. It provides lots of opportunities to develop those leadership skills and take on the responsibility of making the yearbook. School spirit. So through attending events to document the book, students are involved in connecting the community, which boosts the school spirit and Eagle Pride. Like you can see up there, we did the Grinch photos. I don't know if you were here for that, but the community came into the school for holiday market, that's the word. And we offered Grinch photos to families so all their little kids can go if they weren't scared. And took photos with the Grinch, and then we emailed them out for them. This allows networking for other photographers too, and we celebrate our success. As you can see, top photo. We are eating food, which is one thing we love to do. Never loved. So this is a sneak peek at our cover this year. Our theme is Spotify, so everything throughout the book goes along with that Spotify theme. We felt it was really, it would do really good now because that's something that people use all the time. Students are always listening to music, all that kind of stuff. So that's an example of what our cover of the yearbook is going to look like. Okay, so this is one of our class pages as an example. It's the sophomores page. As you see, it is pointing to the Spotify app. Do any of you guys have the app, Spotify?
Can you take out your phones for me if you don't mind?
If you Spotify. Yes.
So on the bottom, there'll be a little camera. If you click on that, upper right corner, scan the pages.
So each class kind of camera. Sorry. Reached out to all their students to then page in the yearbook has the song of the season. So that's a great way to express your yearbook because other things that go in. Their song that's super cool, like they listen to it. On the sports pages specifically, they have an explanation of the sport post that song. So that's always super cool. Yes.
So above the red and white barcode on the pages, there, the songs written up the top there as well.
Pull it up.
On top of
Yeah,
it.
you got it. Yep.
I had to take a picture
Okay.
and then upload it that way. I couldn't scan it from this angle.
Okay.
Okay.
That works on the pages. I wasn't sure on the
Yeah,
screen.
so
So.
Yeah.
you do through the
Yeah,
book.
that's probably what
We're techie this year.
All right.
And then that was just another explanation of how to open it up. And then they're on all of the grades. So like 12th through freshman, they're on all those pages, and then the staff, and then all the sports teams have a song as well. And here's another page. Well, that was just another page of the sports. So you can skip that.
Yeah. Let's say the
Unless, oh wait, yeah. Wait, actually go back. No, this is our football page this year. We take a lot of pride in our sports pages because those are very, very hard. It's hard to get good pictures. It's hard to get a variety of people on the pages. And it's really important to a lot of people, especially like the seniors of their sport. Like if they're not on that page, like they're going to be really upset. So that's something we have to pay attention to. We have to know how many people are on each page, how many times, so everybody gets an equal share of being in the yearbook. Are you trying to get to that?
I'll do it later.
Yeah, so this is a photo of like what we see when we go into our app to design the book. What in your point? Go for it.
I'll do it. You guys.
Okay, so underneath where you see all those green lines, that is what we've all accomplished so far this year. Yeah, we've submitted them like they're done. They're probably already in the printing process. So once they're submitted, we can't really unsubmit them or anything because they're already printing in the books. So then the books are ready to go when we submit everything. With 150 of 200 pages, we're already published and we hit record high sale for the most senior ads ever sold this year.
The bottom right picture. Those are the senior ads, so those can either be done by any senior member of the class. They can submit pictures that they want, and normally like the parents write a little note. It's like, Leo, we're so proud of you, like can't wait to see what you accomplish with a bunch of pictures. But businesses can also do it, and that is how we bring the cost really down for us. It helps us out a lot. And we just hit a record high for the most we've ever sold. So our yearbook class offers a blend of creative, technical, and interpersonal skills. That is a picture of our entire yearbook class this year. We have 2 separate classes, so this was during clubs where they're all combined. As of January 10th, 2025, the 3 editors of yearbook have had a total of 794 hours collectively spent on the yearbook. So that is how long that Molly, myself, and Hannah Bish have spent on the design making the yearbook. So, and the entire yearbook staff has approximately 5,000 hours added together so far.
Awards. So this is a big thing for us because last year we won our first award. This was our book last year. It's based off of a varsity jacket.
It's actually my varsity jacket.
So we won for creativity for that one, and it's published in New York at the Art Institute, in which we sadly did not get to visit, but that's okay. So in December 2024, first prize book sale blitz, we had the most books sold out of 546 schools. And we won money for that, right?
We won $300 with them, and then they sent us a lot of merchandise today, actually. So from now on, whenever the girls go to take pictures,
Oh.
they're going to be wearing these to show that they are official yearbook staff members.
And we got the shirts.
Oh, nice.
We also got the
We
Summit
can add
International
it there.
Award.
Love it for you doing that.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm just gonna ask earlier about your t-shirts.
I know.
You know, that's part of the award.
Appreciation.
Well, they sent us money and we purchased them with the money.
So then just as a team building
Yeah.
type thing?
And then with the Summit Award, we have another $1,000 coming, so looking for that check in the mail.
It's almost like the varsity jacket then of the yearbook.
Yes.
This is gonna be next year's book.
So another achievement is on our varsity yearbook login, when we go to make the yearbook where we log in, the people, the varsity yearbook people can see all the pictures we've taken, and they go in and they will select pictures from not each school, but like their favorite pictures all around. And Miss CP has yet to tell us who took this picture because she's keeping it a surprise. But one of our own, what?
Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's Angie Rodriguez.
Oh, nice.
So Angie Rodriguez took
Her
this
first year
picture.
yearbook, by the way.
Yes, and it got put as the background of our login screen. So that's a really big accomplishment.
Appreciate that.
I know you.
Yeah. Yes, that is all of those 546 schools.
They log in,
They
see that
log in
picture.
and see that, and it has a little credit on the bottom.
And that's one of our students actually willing.
That's fantastic.
Audrey Coons, that's her one.
Is it? That is cool.
Okay, so looking ahead, Yearbook celebrates arts fair to distribute the books, see all students' art. That's in the end.
That's something we're looking to do at the end of the year, is have some sort of a fair to celebrate our work. Still in the works.
Next year's themes is what our students now are our students, like I'm a teacher. Yeah, we don't need agenda. So the students that are lower and just starting, they're starting to actually create pages for next year and like what to look for.
Someone today I saw was creating a carnival theme book. Newspaper was also being created and that looked really good. So they're just gonna start the designs for next year and the themes of what they want to like judge upon on what they want for next year's book. We currently are participating in a book sellout challenge and we need to sell 35 more books to win another prize.
It's interesting.
Guys, buy your yearbooks. February 17th, we have a Mod Pizza fundraiser to help cover costs for seniors who aren't able to purchase a book. So we want all seniors to have the ability to have a book because it's their senior year, so it's gonna be memorable and again, you wanna pull that out when you're older and be like, hey kids, that's me.
So come to Mod on February 17th.
Yes.
Hanover Mod. Hanover Mod, be there.
Ambition is visiting the publishing plant in Texas to see our book published. And then that's our presentation. Do you guys have any questions about your book class or what we're doing?
I had a quick question then too. Just earlier, you said you sold 300 books already then too, so who are the other people that are buying it, maybe other than, is that just because of all of the different classes buying it, or?
So
I-
9th through 12th grade and then.
I suppose they're not buying them at Rutgers or.
No.
No.
I suppose there was more than seniors, so it's just
Yes.
everybody that's
Right,
started
yes,
buying
right,
them, so
correct.
trying to get everyone in the high school to buy a
Yes,
book.
yes.
Maybe we should sell them.
That's put up a little stand or something. Might not be the right time.
No, yeah, I worked at a Rudders. I don't think that'd be the great place. But yeah, so this is our yearbook from last year. This was our varsity book theme and these kinds of things get carried throughout. So this is like what the bottom of our varsity jackets look like. And it got like, oh, this was, okay, wait, that's not a good example. Wait, guys, here, I swear it's in here. Like all of the pages have it like across the bottom. Like it's just like a theme that gets carried throughout, that kind of thing.
And then this year's theme would be this time, like that is on your Spotify, that does carry out through the book that we got from New Oxford last year. So it'll have the 2024 and the 2025 over here, and it shows the dot moving across as you go through.
So you're listening to the book as you go.
Yes.
How many students are participating in your book about?
We have 18 students in it full time, and I have 3 independent studies.
And then is it a growing group? Is it a growing class?
Yes.
You're still recruiting? You
We
can still,
only had 12 members currently, and then with their schedule changes this year, I have 2 classes now, and it was
so you're still recruiting, still
Yeah.
trying to do,
Yeah.
because your presentation, I think would be a great way to recruit students.
true.
recruit
Yeah,
fellow classmates.
My freshman year, we had like 8 people. It was the first year they let freshmen into, so. Very small. It's definitely grown. It's definitely grown.
Very cool.
Well, thank you so much for your presentation. I do know in high school, one of the 2 things that I've always seen to be the most stressful, one is being the principal, that's not stressful in high school, but 2 is yearbook. I don't think, sometimes we forget how much pressure is on you to be part of the yearbook. Just like you said, you don't want to misspell names, you don't want to forget anybody, you don't want somebody to look bad, and we appreciate that. That's a lot of pressure on a kid. And I see clearly that you're taking pride in the work that you're doing, and we greatly appreciate that. And it is funny when we see the amount of hours, you're over almost 800 hours, and the state requires you to be in school 990 hours. So I'm like, I feel like they're going to.
Where's the diploma?
Yeah.
Those hours are flying because you love what you're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your leadership. Thank you so much for taking care of them. Great job.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
I love that.
Students for a year.
Not feeling the agenda next time.
Yeah.
How much are the yearbooks?
I'm sorry.
How much are the yearbooks?
Currently they're 75.
Is-
It started at.
I think that's cheaper.
It started at
than I have
55,
mine.
and then by the end of the year, they're 90, the order now.
Oh.
But they start at 55. That's how we get people, like, we tell them, oh, you have a Christmas sale, when it's really, it's just gonna go up. But that's like, that's, sorry.
That's good marketing. That's-
Yeah, we're gonna work on that with you.
It's not bad, you save 50%, yes.
We get a full page extra.
$250, you get a free one.
All the people running will get to see your ad.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Have a good night.
Yeah.
All right, moving along with the agenda. Number 12, old business. We have none. We're gonna go over.
Yes.
other
Yep.
business.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
For new business, we have some personnel. Item A, 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have some employments, let me see real quick. We should probably, we could do all these together, I think.
Mhm.
Let me make sure there's nothing. Yeah, so if you want to do a motion for, letter A, 1 through 4.
Motion to approve A1 through 4.
Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion, unless I hear any abstain. Motion carries. Next is letter B. It's tax collector compensation.
Motion to approve.
Second. We have a first and double second.
Who wants the second?
Second. Any further discussion? If there's no further discussion, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion unless they hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Letter C, extracurricular contract donation.
Motion to approve.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or abstain. Motion carries. Letter D, LIU General Operating Budget Resolution.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a first and a second. Any further discussion? All right, this is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion unless I hear a nay or an abstain. Motion carries. Letter E, this is revised board policies, 1 through 6. And I'll go ahead and just read these individually. You can vote on them all together, but we have policy number 305, which is employment of substitutes. Policy 307, student teacher intern. Policy 308, employment contract and board action. Policy 317.1, educator misconduct. Policy 318, attendance and tardiness. And policy 320, freedom of speech in non-schooling settings.
Motion to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? No further discussion. This is a roll call vote. All those in attendance will be recorded in favor of the motion. Let's say here any abstain. Motion carries. And that leads us to other business. I think we have one item. Other item
We
to
do.
come out. All right.
All right, thank you so much. As we just worked through the agenda and you did approve Travis Mathna's resignation as a school board director. With him vacating that position, that opens up our position that we do need to fill. So I did want to let you know now that you have voted, what we need to do is we need to post within his region that he represented to fill that vacancy. The goal would be at our next board meeting in February that we would be holding interviews for all of those that would be interested in being considered for that position within that region within our community. The postcard is set to go out tomorrow in the mail, and I'd like to just read to you what the postcard is. That is only going out to that region and townships where that vacancy is. Due to the resignation submitted by Mr. Travis Mathna, School Board Director, effective January 14th, 2025, the Bermudian Springs School District will need to appoint someone to fill his seat on the school board within 30 days. Mr. Mathna represents citizens living in the York Springs Borough and Huntington Township. Therefore, the replacement to be named must reside in one of those locations. The vacancy will fill the unexpired term of approximately 10 months. Persons interested in being considered for the appointment to the school board should contact Dr. Brad Sterner, superintendent, in writing via his email address or by mail at Bermudian Springs School District, at 7335 Carlisle Pike, York Springs. Interested candidates will be accepted until February 7th. The board will interview candidates on February 11th, 2025, starting at 7 p.m. These postcards will be going out, as interested candidates would reach out to me by email or by mail. We'll compile a list of the candidates, and then we will have it all organized and ready to go on February 11th, where you would be able to vote on a candidate, depending on who comes to the meeting.
Perfect. Any questions? In regards to what Dr. Stern put out?
And I believe you did get a postcard last evening. I believe Jenna gave you one. Okay.
All right, is there any other business to be brought forth to the board this evening before we adjourn? Going once, going twice. All right, thank you, everybody. We are adjourned.
Think in your back? Yeah.
Having a version table to lay over.